Here's a game I played recently where I got the win, and let's get into how I did it. They go e4, I go e5. Now, if you've seen my videos before, you know I play the Petrov and the French defense. Sometimes the King's Indian, but I do like playing the Petrov. And this, I've been playing more as I'm thinking of playing an in-person tournament in due time. Wow, that took a while to get through. Anyways, because of that, I'm going to play my more over-the-board openings. But they go bishop c4, I take the pawn, they castle. So I think 2 times today I posted a video where I respond to this. I went d6. I should have went d5, which sucks because I think I do that next move as I realized, oh, that made way more sense. But I did not do that. They went d4, so now I see it. They drop back. I take the pawn. I go bishop to e7, and I castle. Now here it's just about how do I keep this pawn advantage. The only thing they got for losing this pawn is maybe, just maybe, a bit of a more active position, which is how this happens. They go c4, I go pawn to c6, they take, I take, and they go bishop here to f4. Now, bishop to f4 is a move that I did not really get, honestly, like, oh man, I have a miss coming up. This will never miss as I talk about someone else's chess, and I mess up myself. But I did not really understand the move. There is no threat there unless they're oh no, I'll take that back. Maybe they're looking at knight to b6, but a simple a6 stop. I even go knight to c6. I don't even really register it because I could stop that. I'm pretty sure. Let's see. If they went knight to b5, I'm pretty sure I could just go bishop to g5 and it would stop that. Or no, because if they went there, they're double. No, why didn't they go there? So they go knight to b5. There's something I'm missing because the computer doesn't suggest it. There must be, because now, oh, I could just go bishop e6, and then when they went knight c7, just rook to c8. Okay, I see. But now they go knight c3. I take the knight, which is a miss. I should have taken that knight. This was something I calculated for a little bit, so kind of sucks I got the wrong one. But I cannot figure out which one made more sense, and I went with this one because it isolated the pawn, so there wasn't a whole lot of logic behind it. Well, I did that end because it was 2 attackers on the pawn on the d5 pawn, so I decided to take that one. The other one is better though. I want to see the moves because I was trying to work this out in my head and I couldn't. Wow, okay. I'm not mad at myself. If you see the position, I'm no longer up a pawn, and I was trying to keep the pawn. So that's kind of hard to do, to know when to give a pawn back, but it's something you must do to become a great player, which I will try and learn. But they take back with the queen. I go bishop here to e6, because again, I'm supposed to give back this pawn, which is the best move, but it's just kind of hard to do because I'm thinking that's just like a huge advantage. They line up on the h7 square trying to go for this beginner checkmate. I go g6 blocking it, and not beginner as an insult, like it just is a beginner checkmate. They go bishop to h6. I go bishop g7, which is a mistake when I should have went rook over. Again, like I can't even really fault myself. Who is doing that? Like who wants to leave their bishop this far in my position when I cannot do that? It's kind of, I think that's another move that's hard to see. Maybe a master or GM is like, oh, this is pretty simple. To me, someone at my level, when I'm around, I guess I want to say 2000. I've dropped a little bit, so I'm around like 1950, but nonetheless, I am low level. Like I'm not almost master, like a step below master. So I'm not quite a master, but I'm not quite like a beginner, like an intermediate. Like I'm more like advanced, but not master advanced. Like advanced for a non-title player. But I will go bishop g7 because there's not naturally me to go rook to e8. They take the bishop, I take the bishop. They go rook here to b1, pawn to b6, and queen here check, which I was expecting. So I almost pre-moved it, but I didn't. But I go queen f6, which is the best move and an amazing looking move. Now I know what the eval bar says, but I feel like this is very hard to play for white. I think if I had the full analysis board, it'd be like there are like only a few moves that would keep the balance here. They go just like it's just a couple moves. They find one that looks natural to do, and it completely shifts the eval bar, which is just a mistake. Like for it, I keep forgetting I'm not showing that. Right now it's minus 0.38, and now it's minus 3.29, which is a 3-point change by a mistake. And if you don't review games a whole lot, a mistake generally does not drop it that much. That is more of a blunder or a miss. So the fact that it goes that much just shows how few moves there were that would have done well. But here I go rook f to c8, which I was very proud of myself for finding, because you want to go to c8, that's pretty obvious, but naturally may go rook a to c8 because now you have that other rook on the f file that has more squares available versus this rook on a8 that has one square available. But it made more sense to me since if I move the a pawn, the a rook, the a pawn is now not hanging but not defended. So that's why I did that. They go bishop a4, I take. They drop their queen back, I go rook to c8. As I mentioned, they're going for the a pawn, but because of the way I maneuver, I can just go rook to c7. Now, it's actually better to not do that. It's better to go rook to a3. But again, am I really going to drop a rook? Like, I don't know how. Oh, well, no. Oh, no, whoa. I'm not dropping a rook. What am I talking about? The bishop protects it. So I just missed that. Clearly, I missed it. I just missed it again there. But I should have went rook to a3. They go bishop to b3. I go queen here to f4. I'm looking to go my rook to c1 to trade everything off. And I get it in. I take, they take. And then here I decide to finally give a pawn back with rook to c1. Now this is giving a pawn back because if they play the best moves, well, I don't know if this is the best. But if they did bishop captures d5, bx d5, queen x d5, rook x d5, rook x d1, queen x d1. Although I wasn't even the best move, so material to the computer is sometimes not the best thing to do. But they go queen to f1, I push my pawn, and as you can imagine, just very hard to defend. They take this one, but there's just no check continuously, because after king g8, there is no queen to a8 because the queen is on e4, centralized and very strong. After king h2, I attack the queen, they give a check because I'm no longer on the e4 square. Once I go forward, the queen is again doing her job, covering the a1 square, and they resign here. Well, I don't know if they resigned or intentionally lost on time. I can't remember, but nonetheless, I won the game here. Thank you for watching. I hope you could enjoy. If you made it this far, I kind of assume you did, but I really don't know. Thanks for watching and have a good one.